I'm Kensani Maranele with your news updates in your headlines. Pretoria police investigate death of 2 teens. Gamagwaza Msibi campaigns in Bizana ahead of by-elections. Pretoria police are investigating the mysterious deaths of 2 teenagers who were found half naked and bound with their clothes in an open veld near the capital's DF Malan Road this morning. Police spokesperson Narisi Tati says the 2 bodies were discovered close to each other. The victims, a male and female, had been stabbed several times on their upper bodies. NewsBreak5pm reports.
Police were called to the scene by a passerby who only discovered the girl's body, but when they got there and were searching the area, they saw another body of a male estimated to be 16 years of age. He was half naked and his body had been dumped into the Apis River. It is not clear whether the 15-year-old girl who was stripped of all her clothing was raped, but police do not rule out the possibility. Her hands and legs were tied. Sitati says they'll also investigate whether the victims were killed somewhere else and the bodies then dumped on the scene. No one has been arrested and police are asking anyone with information to come forward. NewsBreak5pm, SABC News, Pretoria.
A 25-year-old tourist from Brazil has been rescued at Surfers Corner Beach near Muizenberg after she found herself in distress. Glima Lima was swimming in fairly rough surf conditions and was rescued by 2 surfers. Disaster Risk Management spokesperson Wilfred Solomons Johannes.
She swallowed some water and sustained minor lacerations on a leg from the rocks and was in a state of shock. The victim was treated on the scene by paramedics of the city's fire and rescue services together with the Metro Emergency Medical Service. She was in a stable condition after the medical treatment provided to her on scene.
Teacher Union SATU has accused the Department of Education of failing to take to task teachers that sexually exploit learners. At the closing of its policy conference in Kempton Park, the union has resolved on embarking on a campaign to expose these teachers as well as the department's reluctance to deal with them. Secretary General Mugwena Maluleke says the department should take steps against these teachers.
The department has a right to discipline, whilst an employee has a right to be represented. Nowhere does it say a union has a right to discipline. So we can't discipline the teachers, but the department must be exposed for not willing to exercise that particular right to ensure that our schools are event-free, where there's no sexual relationship between the teacher, where there's no sexual harassment in our schools.
National Freedom Party leader Zanele Gamagwaza Msibi is in Bizana in the Eastern Cape on a campaign trail ahead of Wednesday's by-elections. This after an ANC councillor resigned, leaving a ward seat up for grabs. Gamagwaza Msibi says as her party celebrates its 1st anniversary, she wants to ensure that it continues growing and gathering momentum in time for the next general elections in 2 years' time. Magwaza Msibi says she is encouraging the people of Bizana to vote for her party that will free them from the grip of poverty.